Alright, take two. Hi everybody, welcome to 2OG's Hooking and Stitching Island Style. I'm Antoinette, I'm your yarn host, and I'm coming to you from Deer Island, New Brunswick, located in the Bay of Fundy, Canada. Welcome to all new subs. Welcome if you're back up. Welcome if it's your first time here. Welcome to all the returning subbies. This is a podcast about knitting, crocheting, Tunisian crochet. We have a crochet along going. It's an ongoing crochet along. Tutorials, giveaways, chit chat, just making friends in the community, getting together via YouTube. I have a Facebook group, the Yarny Yayas. You're more than welcome to come and join. It is a private group. We keep away the trolls and the not nice people. It is very easy. Just go to the description. The link will be in the description box below. Just apply to join and I approve you. And we have a lot of fun. We show your finished objects, your WIPs. People have had questions, problems, help. Everybody kind of helps each other out. It's a good place to get together via distance. Right now, nowadays, that's the way we do it. I do yarn hauls. Not so much now, although I do have a couple of upcoming yarn hauls. I've got some stuff for Barb, and a few things I need to finish this test pattern that I'm doing. Just little ones. But other than that, you never know. Fairy chats, trips around the island, some footage from the island this summer. I have 2 trips planned. One is to Graham and Ann, which is one of the other islands of the 3 of the West Isles. Last summer I went to Campobello and I put some footage of that. The Graham and Ann is a 2-hour ferry ride. It's the furthest out of the 3 islands. I've got to make a call to see if the protocols have changed, but I am going to try and schedule my interview and tour of Briggs & Little with Leah Little. I also have spoken with Aberdeen Wools, the owner, and her manager, and I'm working out, trying to figure out how to do StreamYard to do an interview with them. You all know that I've talked about Aberdeen Wools. I love their product, I love their customer service, and all around I just love the company. So let's get on with today's video. I've got some finished objects. I have some works in progress. I have a few acquisitions / gifts. I have a couple announcements at the end of the video. And whatever, as you know, pops into my head. Now, the first finished object I have, I'm wearing. Now, first off, I have not blocked this. I just finished it yesterday. This is the Seasons of Change cardigan that I had been doing. That was from the Autumn 2020 Crochet magazine. I finished it. Now, I did do some alterations to the pattern, which I will show you as soon as I'm just going to stand up and show you. Oops. I did some rearranging in the craft room. I'm going to show you. I'm just going to move my chair here so I can step back and show you. This is the cardigan. It's a very, they say intermediate pattern. I don't think, well, it's worked in one piece. So you got to figure it out. But I did the large. I did the large size. So it was a unique construction. It is done all in one piece, and you do fasten off and reattach, but the whole thing is in one piece. And then it is the shoulders are seamed, and underneath the sleeves are seamed, and then the collar's attached. The collar is attached to the neck and then seamed up the center. And this is the collar. Now, the alterations I made, modifications I made to the pattern, was the sleeves. Now, in the pattern, I'm going to come up here so you can see it. In the pattern, They just had 4 rows of single crochet with your decreases. All single crochet. And then they do a double crochet decrease. But I didn't like how it was short, and I followed the pattern for the large size. So I'd say, as you're doing it, you know, before you finish off, measure, if you decide to do this pattern, measure the sleeve, because it was short. And if you see the picture, it looks longer. I think they made the cardigan longer, which just means doing more repeats. But what I did was I kind of took a little bit of artistic license, and this cross stitch here is throughout the pattern. If you see here, it's throughout the pattern. So I thought, okay, I did the first decrease, then I went on and did a second here's the first decrease, then I went on, I did some single crochets, I did another decrease because I wanted it a little bit more puffy here, and then I did a row of the cross stitch, and then I did 7 rows of single crochet to make the cuff, almost like a French cuff. I love French cuffs. I got a little bit of poof because I'll just show you what there's a, like I said, they must have put a large size on this woman, because I followed the pattern, my stitch counts come out right, and I did the large size, and that's what she come out looking like, kind of glary. There we go. So I've got to block it, and I figure when this is acrylic, so I figure when I steam block it, it's going to grow a little bit. But I like it. It's not real heavy. I did this in Mary Maxim's Maxi Family XXL. You cannot get those anymore. It was 2,600 plus meters. You can get a smaller ball now, but it's like a number 3, and it's a very soft acrylic. I mean, it's premium acrylic. It's very nice to work with. Didn't have any trouble splitting or anything. And I had a lot of the ball left over. I actually wrote down how much I used. I used 1,444 meters. I didn't do the conversion to yards. I'm sorry. I used 547 grams of yarn. This calls for 2 crochet hooks. Now, the whole body of the sweater is done in a J hook, 6mm, and the border, and around here, around the whole sweater is done a border. Now they have just a single crochet. What I did was I did double crochet, because I think it looked better than just a single crochet. I liked the oh, get off my big butt. I like the double crochet better than the single crochet. I think it fit better in with the pattern. So I just did 1 row, and I may go back and put a couple more rows. I don't know, before I block it. But yeah, I'm quite pleased how this turned out. The designer was Nicole Wang. Used an eye hook for your trim. Now they listed as an intermediate pattern. I'd say, you know, advanced beginner. You just have to pay attention to stitch count, and you know, the hardest part, and again, it took me a while, sat there scratching my head. I had sewed up my seams on my shoulder, and I had sewed up underneath here first, and then I sewed up my shoulder seams. Well, then it came to the collar. Well, I sewed up the center of the collar. I'm thinking, it's not, it doesn't look right. So I frogged back the shoulder seams a little bit, and I laid it out, and then I counted my stitches in from both cuffs till I had the exact same stitches, and then I just clipped them off with those locking stitch markers, and then I took the collar and I laid it out, and I sewed the collar down. Then I went back and I closed up the shoulder seams, and it worked out, and then I just closed up the center on the collar, and it worked out pretty good. So I'm quite pleased with it. I'll put all the information for this in the description box below. The other finished object, I had put a picture of it up on Facebook or Instagram. The baby dress that I was working. If you remember, I showed you the pair of diaper cover ruffled panties that I had put on, and I was doing a baby dress for my great niece coming. Now this has not been blocked, and I have to sew the button bands on. But this is the dress. Yeah, like I said, it needs blocked. It's got ruffles. And I will be showing the after it's blocked and everything. But this is the dress. Now, if you remember, I told you this had the broomstick lace right here. Okay, I had showed it last time. It didn't ruffle as much. Then I was looking at the pattern again, and I guess I didn't broomstick it enough. You know, I didn't pick it up properly. My fault, not the patterns. So I thought, well, I'm not ripping it back out, all that broomstick lace. So I thought, how can I make this more ruffly? I thought, I have that sachet, and it's a purple. So what I did was I went in, and in between the broomstick rows, I put in 2 rows of the sachet. I think it came out pretty good. But this, and I did the 12 months, and I trimmed it off. The last row I did, which I changed, you know, again, we alter our patterns. I did in the cream that was on the with the broomstick lace, so it ties in. And back here I just have to do the button band and the buttons. I'm looking through my buttons. I have white, but I'm gonna try to find a nice lilac button or something. But if not, I'll just put the white. It's like a marbled white button, or maybe find some snaps. But that's the dress. This was a free Yarnspirations pattern that I did. You can see it's a very easy pattern. The repeats are really easy to remember. But that's for my great niece. So that was the other finished object I had. I managed to make good progress on my birdseed cowl. I'm over 3/4 of the way done. I'm over halfway done with the sleeve on the elf coat. I've got a Kitchener up the toe on my sock. The test pattern that I'm doing, you know, we all know when we get, you know, you talk about Sleeve Island. I don't usually get to Sleeve Island. That doesn't bother me. It's when you get to the body and you're just going around and around and around and stocking it. It takes forever. But I had put this aside for a little bit, so I'm seeing working on the body, because I was bound and determined to get a couple projects off the hooks and needles, because I have other projects I want to get done. I'm pushing to have the elf coat, the other sleeve to the elf coat in by the end of the month, to where I just have to do the hood, the corset, and the trim. That is going to be a bugger to block. It's probably going to be blocked in stages. Now, let's discuss something. As you know, I designed my first pattern. I had 2 other patterns that I have, well, one's finished, the Island Hug pocket shawl. And of course, I've been working on that knitting hat. I just call it the chandelier hat because it looks like chandeliers. I haven't named the hat yet. But that one's, I'm frogging it back because I'm not quite happy with the way it looks. My Island Hug shawl. I sat down to write the pattern up. I can't find my notes. I have no idea. Which it'll be another video, I tore apart the craft room again. And I redid my craft room again because I wanted to open it up some more. I wanted more space. I can't find my notes for the Island Hug shawl, if you remember. So, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, okay, I know I did V-stitch. And I'm looking at it and I'm looking at it and I'm looking at it. So, I'm going to make another one. And I picked the yarn out that I'm going to do it in, because I want to get the pattern out and send it out to testers. So, I can't believe I did that. And this is the color that I'm going to do the next one in. Okay, this is from a Spin Right sale last year. Yeah, I don't know what the heck I did with my notes. And I can read my crochet to a point, but I just can't believe I did that. So that is, I wanted to have that pattern wrote up by next week, and have, you know, contact my testers and say, hey, you guys want to test this pattern before so I can release it by end of May, early June, because it'll actually be 1 year June since I released the Prize of Peacock scarf shawl. So I'm hoping to have it done and ready to release and tested and released by the anniversary of my first pattern. You know, one pattern a year ain't gonna cut it. So that's I just you know, out my head. I guess too much on the plate. Anyways, let me take a sip of coffee. Like my Timmy's coffee, a cup I got for Christmas. That was one of the new cups they had for this year. Anybody from Canada knows Timmy Hortons is like the Dunkin' Donuts in the States. So that's pretty much my finished objects that I got done. And works in progress. I'm just, you know, just working away. I did make a basket, another big basket, but that was I gifted that to Kathy. We went to her house last night for Easter dinner. And she's another knitter. She's a phenomenal knitter. And she teases me and says that I'm much more advanced than she is in a lot of things. And I'm like, no. Technical side, yes. I do more technical because I research needles, hooks, and I learn all the technical side of things. But she's a knitter. I mean, this woman's phenomenal. My husband says he gets a headache watching her knit because she's so fast. But so I didn't get a chance to show you. But I've been working my way through that big basket I made of yarn. I'm halfway through it. So I make baskets. Sometimes it's just a change to sit there and just make a basket. And just very simple. Crystal has one. Jada has one. I'm going to do another one that Tony from TL Yarn Crafts has that is called the Jessie Basket. And it's a free pattern from her blog you can do. It's rectangular. So I'm going to make one of those too. Now, on the agenda, this was supposed to be a Fiber Friends, Wildflower Wool podcast. Louise Patterson there. They were having a sock along this weekend for Easter weekend. I just didn't have time. And I was going to go ahead and join it. Just to get another set of socks on the needles. I only have the one pair of the red ones. Red's not my color. And I thought, well, what better time to work on my flexi flips and get, you know, getting better at my flexi flips and do another pair of Hermione socks, but shorter. I prefer the shorty socks. Using the I like the Premier Serenity. Well, I think that's Premier Serenity. Yeah, Premier Serenity sock yarn. Well, I cast it on and I just didn't get it done. So that's off. I've got to watch another tutorial. Actually, the lady that invented the Flexi Flips Crazy Trio has a series of tutorials on those. She is from Germany, and she is the inventor of the added Flexi Flips. So, but that's all I had for finished objects and WIPs. Now, acquisitions / gifts. The only acquisition I had was I got this. I hadn't showed it to you for Knit Picks. We had a video a while back that we talked about organization, tools, and stuff for storage stuff for your tools. I got this from Knit Picks. I had sorry about that. I had only kept a few of my straight needles, and they were certain ones that I used for certain projects, and they were just my big ones. I kept my these are my US 50s, which are 25 millimeter, my 35 millimeters, and my 15 millimeters, and these are 17s, which I don't know what to be on. I have had these needles here. I bought when I was in nurse's training, 1979. Those are my oldest needles. Also in here I keep my straight Tunisian hooks. And I have my one set of DPNs, my bamboo DPNs, my big ones, I keep in here. My other ones are all in, I have, where the heck I have them at? Oh, they're on my shelf behind me there with my other needles and hooks. And this was a case I got from Knit Picks. It's a nice case. I got it. It was on sale, so I got it. And the only other thing I keep in here, this flips over like this. Keeps your, like this, and it folds just like this, and it velcros, and everything's nice and neat. I'm obsessed about keeping all my tools together nice and neat. I don't like to have to go hunt for my needles. In this bucket, I keep all these here are my soft needles, my chalgoos and stuff like that, and all my little 9-inch circulars. Over here are my shorties, my chalgoos that hubby got me for Christmas, and these here are I had gotten some additional cords for my chalgoos, and then I have my 2 sets of shorties. I got here my options, Knit Picks options, chrome ones, nickel plated ones, and then my majestic square ones. I keep those in here. These are the extra cables for my Denise interchangeable Tunisian crochet hooks. I kept my two big crochet hooks I use for making baskets are in here, and then these here, when I'm using DPNs, these are to keep them from, you collapse your DPNs, put them in here, and you twist, and it keeps you from your DPNs from dropping stitches. And then this here is what I use for wraps per inch, and we'll discuss that in another video, but that's what I use that for. And then here let's go here. And then I have the my interchangeable big birch Knit Picks ones here. Those big ones I showed you. I mean, they go all the way up to. These are more for blankets than for bulky sweaters. These go all the way up to my US 50s, and they attach to the same cords as my regular interchangeable set. So, but again, I keep everything nice and organized in here, so I know where everything's at. In here are my DPNs. I have these are my dishcloth needles right here. These are my dishcloth needles. And I have one set of lace needles that I've had forever. And then up here is all my cases with my zings, my crochet hooks, my options, or my Knit Picks DPN set. These are all my interchangeables. These are Knitter's Pride and Knit Picks. My Denise. This here is my Denise interchangeable Tunisian. And then this is my very first set of interchangeables I got in there, my Takumi bamboo, clover Takumis, that I got with the 60% off coupon from Michaels because they were like $225 Canadian. But anyhow, off subject, I digress. But that was the only acquisition I had. Then I was gifted, if you remember, Kathy's sister had passed away, and she had given me 6 boxes of fabric, which I have washed all of it. It's all folded into boxes. Somewhere down the line, I'd like to show some of it because it's got some really pretty fabric, and I've been looking in my mind thinking, oh, project bags, oh, quilts, oh, and just on and on and on. I actually have my sewing machine set up downstairs. She gave me a set of these. These are Susan Bates circular crochet hooks, and I'm going to show you these. And you're thinking, what are those for? Well, used for a couple of things. You've seen double-ended crochet hooks like that, straight crochet hooks that they call them for Afghan hooks. and for double-ended crochet, it's like Tunisian. And I'm gonna have to soak these in some hot water, soften these cords up. This is for Tunisian crochet in the round. I watched a video on it. I'm gonna learn how to do that. But these were her sister's. She gave them to me because she doesn't crochet or Tunisian. And I was very appreciative. I thought that was very nice of her. These are 6.5s, which is a very common size that you use. Size K, 40 inch. And they're made in Mexico. And I couldn't tell you what year they're from, but they're up there. But she gave those to me. So I found a YouTube channel, Beatrix Snyman, and I watched it, and I fell in love with Tunisian in the round, so I'm going to try to do that. She has a whole series on Tunisian in the round and a cowl, and so I'll keep you posted on my adventures in Tunisian in the round. So that was what I had for Velcro and yarn do not get along well. That's what I had for acquisitions and gifts. Finished objects and WIPs. Now, the last thing that we're going to talk about. It's April. What do we say April was? Oh yeah, my birthday. I told you I wasn't going to give you any forewarning. Today's giveaway day. First rule, I do not want the word giveaway in the comments. If you have the word giveaway, you won't be eligible. Okay, because I want this just for the people that come to the channel. The people that take the time out of their day to listen to my babbling, boring, sometimes out in left field chatter. So today's the first giveaway day. I may have another one today. I may have another one tomorrow. I don't know. Whenever I can pop on. Been busy with school, yes, and tax season. But I got the first box. I'm going to show you a little bit. Now there will be stitch markers in here. They're back there in the cupboard. This is just the first box. Okay. I told you they weren't going to be real big. It's just the shipping's killing me. I just shipped a Afghan off to my daughter-in-law. It cost me $28 to ship an Afghan. Mind you, I sat in the box, I squeezed it, taped it, and I got it under 2 kilograms and the box down to where, and the lady at the post office says, this is a blanket. I said, you bet. I said, I sat on it, I squeezed it, and I taped it. If customs opens it, it's going to explode. So anyways, back to what we're talking about. This will be the first giveaway day. In the first box, of course, the tea I always put in, the unicorn pin, one of the felted lobsters, a bag of buttons, a notepad, a llama keychain, grow your own llama, and I told you, the yarn I'm giving away is cakes. Now this is one of my favorite yarns, okay, and I'm giving 2 in this box of Holskarn. This is Holskarn Coast, okay, the color is royal. This is 55% lamb's wool, 45% cotton. It's 50 gram balls, 2 of them. There's 383 yards per ball. Okay, it's over 700 yards, so I think you can make yourself something nice. Yes, this is a thin yarn. I will show you. It is a thin yarn. It calls for 2.5 to 3 millimeter knitting needle. Doesn't give crochet hook. And it is relatively soft to start with, but once it's blocked, it softens up quite a bit. But I'm giving 2 cakes of that. And this is just some of the stuff that's in it. I mean, this box will be It will be full. So, and one of the other things that will be coming in from now on, you will be getting these in your boxes. I had to get down to my store. I've got like 6,000 of these. These are postcards I used to carry in my store, and these are from these are pictures from Deer Island. Okay, this is the breakwater. It's a wharf and lobster pound in Leonardville Harbor in Deer Island. This is one of our wharfs. This is Leonardville. It's one. This here is the ferry that my husband works on, the Deer Island Princess. And this is the ferry that keeps us connected to the mainland and the island. This here is the Deer Island Point Park. Okay, and it also shows, this is the home to the largest whirlpool in the Western Hemisphere. But that's our lighthouse. We have camping there, and at summertime, before all this was going on, we had all kind of activities. We had Christmas in July, we had Canada Day. We used to do all kind of activities. A lot of stuff with kids. We had bingo every Wednesday. This here is a lobster pound, a scow with lobster traps on it. And if you look down here in the very little corner, it says Welch Store. That was the name of my store. I have my very first video. It showed some footage from my store during the wintertime. But you will get a pack, these 4, like my little Deer Island. I have to get some more magnets. I'm out of magnets. So you will get these in your pack too. And of course there'll be some of my stitch markers. And I mean, you never know what else is going to be in here. I will be putting, you know, some other, like I said, I'll make sure the box, you know, is full. I'll put some more little goodies in here. You know, I'll fill the little box up. Like I said, you never know what's going to be in it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I don't want, this is going to be marked box number 1. Oops, forgot to put lobster in there. Okay, so what do you have to do? It's pretty easy. Got to answer a question. Okay. What are we celebrating this weekend? From yesterday to Sunday, what are we celebrating? One word, the name of the holiday. Not everybody celebrates it, but it is a national holiday in Canada, I know in the States, and mostly worldwide. If you're a Christian, it is a very, very important holiday. I celebrate this holiday. He has risen. But you need to have, that's going to be the key word. And you dye eggs. There's a blank bunny. So that word is the key word. And it must be in your comment. I will filter out duplicate comments. And there'll be just one winner. This will run. All of these giveaways are going to be drawn on the 17th. So it's going to be a busy day, the morning of the 17th. I will be drawing all of the winners on the day of my birthday. And I will be putting up a video with showing all of the winners. I just put up my phone, and I will put my computer and my phone so you can see, and there will be a video out, and it will show every winner. This giveaway is not sponsored in any way by YouTube or any of the makers of the products I have shown. Everything was bought with my own money. You must be 18 years of age or older to enter this giveaway. The rules will be in the description box below, the full rules. You must be subscribed, like this video. If you want to share it. Your friend, you know, that's fine. But please do not put the word giveaway in your comment. if you put the word giveaway in your comment, you'll be disqualified. I don't want, you know how people come and just come for the giveaways. And I see a lot of other podcasters doing the same thing. Because we want our friends and family that come every time to watch our videos to be the ones that reap what we want to share and give back to the community. Those that take the time to comment, to watch the videos, you know, you don't have to do that, and it's very much appreciated. Without people coming to watch the videos, I would just be sitting here babbling on to the camera, which I do anyways. I'm babbling, but I mean, there's somebody actually out there listening to me. Now, I don't talk about growing my channel or anything like that. That's not what this is all about to me. What this is about for me is sharing my love of fiber arts, knitting, crocheting, Tunisian, my love of where I live, and being able to share it with people. It's a different way of life here. It's very slow. It's very back in time. And just basically connect with other people that have the same love of knitting and crocheting and yarn and just the community. That's what this is all about for me. My grandson watches it, and he gets a big kick and giggle out of the island and stuff. He says, "I don't know about that yarn stuff, Nanny, but I like the pictures of the island and stuff like that." And I do want to get, now that this Rona thing is kind of moving, hopefully, out of our lives, get back to doing what I did with the videos, going places and stuff. Because I have a lot of people say they miss those. I miss it too. So that's why I asked, please don't put giveaway in. It won't be in the title. You never see it in my titles. I might say surprise or something like that, but I never put giveaway in my titles, just for that reason. I want you that steadily come. Just like I've decided I won't be participating in any more of these kind of ones they have that, you know, like they did last year. I just, excuse me, because a lot of times you watch them come, all of a sudden, man, your channel just explodes, and then the giveaway's done, and they're gone. They're coming only for the giveaways. I mean, it's nice, you know, that's nice, but that's not why I do the giveaways. I am not rich. I am just, believe me, I had to make them smaller because of the shipping and stuff. But I want to share with other people. I want to share my love of yarn. I want to share and give back to you. And those that come to all these channels just for the giveaways, not to sit there and watch their videos. I watch a video start to finish. I don't go for just a giveaway. I don't enter very many giveaways. Almost hardly at all. I go in, I say congratulations, what have you. But I don't very seldom, I very, very, very seldom enter any kind of giveaway anymore. I have enough yarn. I do. Got more than enough. Although I found my friend Kathy yesterday. She's cut way more than I do, so I don't feel so bad. But, I know I'm rambling, but I just want you understand. To me, it's not about the numbers. To me, it's about giving you good content that you enjoy, something that you want to see, and whether it's 500 or 5, I don't care. I want to give back to the people that give me enjoyment of reading the comments, that you like what I am showing you. So this is my little way of giving back. If I could have all of you on Deer Island and us have a huge retreat on the weekend, come stay at my house. I'm getting my swimming pool in. Probably not till May because they can't deliver the rock. We'd have a big swimming party. Sit around the pool. Knit, crochet, talk. Get to know one another. That's my idea of a good time. I'm not going to the bar. I'm not going on vacation. That's my idea of a fun retreat. So with that, I hope you have a blessed Easter if you celebrate it. If not, I hope you have a blessed, safe day. And as I always tell you, hug, smiles, and happiness. Pass it on and make this world a better place. And until next time, bye now from Deer Island, and I'll see you in the next video, which is going to be done after this video. Talk to you later.